If you had the option, I would definitely go to Live Barn. Very little service here. I'll do my best. It looks like we're already having problems with the screen. Starting lineup is Chase Hanrahan and net, Costa Creek, Parker Delaney at D, Cale Thornton, Mason Hartz, and Jacob Tay at forward. Puck punched in deep by Fox. Rimmed around by OJG. Hartz over for it. OJG gets there first. Through the middle. We're going to be iced down. Puck up to Lenny now. Drops it for Dylan. Dylan turns the corner. Shot. Save. Puck up to the point now. Dylan moves this down low. Rimmed around. Past Ryder. Ice it. Oh, Chase has to play it. Sets it to the side of that for Andrew. Moves it instead to Lenny. Lenny takes the hit. Moves the puck along. Through the middle. Picked off by OJG. Poked away by Andrew. Ryan with it. Tries the backhand one. That's out of the zone. OJG with it. Near side. In deep now. Offside. Give me your phone.
Are you going this weekend?
All right. Way back here. Parker with the puck. Heads up ice. Through the contact. Goes wide. Parker picks in the corner. Doesn't get it. Rims it along for Ryan. Ryan turned over. OJG with it. Backhanded along. Dylan holds the line. Sends it down deep to Ryan. Ryan shoots. Save. Shot. Saved again. That's in. Yep. No fucking service here. Through the middle. I've got 2 bars too, but it takes so much data. Puck on the feet, down low now. Shot through the crease. Through wide. Picked up down low. Ryan with the hit. Ties the puck up. Puck rims along. Ryder, Ryan. OJG comes away with it. Coops with the hit. D-side. Ryan has that taken away from him. Andrew with it now. Andrew pokes it along. Costa with the body. with Andrew, Costa, and Ryan. Pops free, OJG out. Ryan with the hit. Comes to Andrew. Andrew evades the hit and gets it to Costa. Costa to Dylan. Dylan gets the red line. Enters the zone, goes wide. Dylan still with it. Slides it to Andrew. Can't connect. Is behind him. Puck taken away by Kai in the middle. In deep. OJG on it. Kai gets it back. Kai has it taken away from him. Thrown out of the zone. License waved off. Chase plays it at the goal line. And rims it up for Kai. Kai enters the zone with ball. Drops it for him. Easton just has to chuck it in deep. Kenny picks it up behind the goal line. Throws the brakes on. Taken away from him. OJG through the middle. Doesn't connect. Gets it off the bounce. Lenny with the hit. Takes him wide. Chase with the puck. Throwing around. Penny goes down to a knee to stop this. Comes to Langen. Langen off the glass. Not out. Penny with the hit. Puck still in the zone. Rimmed around. Chase behind the goal line with it. Sets it up for Lenny. Lenny. Far side. Langen. Langen through the middle of the puck. Kai enters the zone. D goes down. Kai's in with Braxton. Shot scores. Hearts, Day, Thornton, Fink, Durant. Face off one. OJG. D to D. Near side now through the middle. Poked away by Durant. Comes to Fink. Fink backhands this along. Fink with it. Throws it in deep. OJG on it. Day with a hit behind the net. Tail in support. Puck pops free to OJG. Through the middle. It's going to be an ice out. Hearts didn't take the draw. There's that one to Kale. He moves over to Parker. Parker around one. Walks in deep. Shot. Hits a stick. Goes out of play. Mark wins this to Kale. Moves it to Parker. Taken away by OJG. Puck in deep. Fink on it. Picks this up. Tight turn. Chips off the boards to Kale. Kale cycles it along. Too far for Hearts. OJG hits the linesman. Pops free to Kale. He sends this to himself. Oh, offside by Hearts. Ryan's line out with Granville and Andrew. They top one by OJG. D to D. Through the middle. Andrew steps up and gets chipped in behind him. Ryan picks it up at the goal line. Goes wide. Chips around for Ryder. Taken by OJG. Shot blocked by Granville. Tied up to the point. Down low. In the corner now. Andrew gets chased. Move to Granville. Andrew comes out with it. Chips through the middle. Taken away by OJG. Ryan. Ryan would hit OJG with the puck chase with the easy save. Ryan wins this draw. Taken by OJG though. Loose in the crease. That's in. Ball, Penny, Maloney, Coops, Langen. Face off one to Costa. Picks this up near side. Over to Langen. Jack takes a look, drops to Costa. Costa skates, turns back now. Behind the net, up to Kai. Kai drops the ball, taken away, but comes to Costa. He runs into ball, turned over. Kai skates into it, goes back. That's up ice now. Kai through the middle, taken down, no penalty. Comes to Langen, skips off his backhand. Out of the zone, now Kai with it. Skates it back in the D zone. Sauces one to Coops, misses his stick. Coops evades the hit. Coops with the puck. Brings it around for Langen. Langen can't handle this. Puck comes far side. Chase with the save into the corner now. Puck runs around to Jack behind the net. Jack moves it up for Braxton. Braxton in front of the Fox bench. Makes the hit, gets the puck out. OJG takes it. OJG near side now. Red line deep. Puck in deep. Chase doesn't get to this. Langen with it. Jack with the hit. Puck's tied up. OJG takes this through the middle. Hartz comes away with it. Hartz heads up ice. Chips around the hit. OJG with it. D to D now. Rips this in deep. Chase doesn't get there. Runs all the way around for Antea. Antea tries to pop this out through the middle. Comes to Langen. Langen backhands one to Kale. Kale up ahead to Hartz. Skates into this. Box is offsides. Hartz is line with Henning and Duraney. Picks up one OJG. D to D. Throws this in deep. Henning gives chase. Goes the break shot. You top for Parker. Parker rims this up. Hits an OJG stick. Antea on the forecheck. Through the middle, just gets past Kale. OJG turned over. Henning throws this in deep. Antea on the forecheck. Goes wide. Chipped away by Jake. Jake goes in. Pitches deep. Fox changes. OJG fumbles this. Ryan in on the forecheck. Jake's it near side. Connects. Chips around Jay. Jay tries to get this to Dylan. Drags in himself. Jay around. Shot. Wide. Puck runs all the way out. Fink picks this up. Over to Andrew. Andrew hits a stick. Turned over to OJG. Thrown in deep. Chase plays this one. Behind the net. Over to Fink. Fink chips through the middle. Picked off by OJG. Soft chip by Dylan to Jay. Jay pops this over to Dylan. Dylan cuts to the middle. Misses Andrew. Back in the corner now. Comes to Easton. Ball skates this down low. All the way around the net now. Takes a look. He's got Dylan in the middle. Doesn't go that way. Skates it all the way around. Then put through. Dylan with a tip. Loose. Still loose. Side of the net. Now behind the net. Up comes to Fink. Over to Andrew. One time. Tip wide. Kai behind the net. Rolling puck. Picks this up. Penny flies into the zone. Braxton goes wide at the dot. Centers one. Off ball. Stick wide. Andrew backhands this along. Tries to get the ball. Turned over. Good hit by Penny. Frees this up. Up rinse around. OJG on it. Kai gets a stick on this. Slows it down. Still tied up. Kai with it. Tries to move it along. In the feet. Comes to Fink. Fink. Pass doesn't connect. Kai off the bounce. Centers one. Tries to get it to Hartz. Hartz gets a stick on this. Down to Penny. Penny in the corner. Braxton around the contact. Braxton still with it. Goes the brakes on. Looks to the middle. Gets tied up by two. Penny still with it. Kicks it along to Kai. Kai in the corner. Goes behind the net. Kicks it to himself. Up to the point to Fink. Fink walks the blue line. Comes back down low on the boards. Shot. Hits a stick. Go talk with it behind the goal line now. High up at the point while Andrew works down low. Tied up. Hartz. Pokes along. Andrew shot. Over the net. Penny with the hit. Pucked up into the netting whistle. Taya and Thornton join Hearts, Granville, and Langham. Face off one along the boards, OJG. Cycle, picked off by Hearts. Goes to Granville, D to Langham. Langham sends one through, goes wide. Big rebound out, OJG takes this. Hearts on the back check, frees this up. Langham chips it right to the D. Shot chase with the glove save. Langham on the puck. Bouncing puck, Jack moves it to Jack Granville. Granville tries to drag it along, moves it, picked off. Granville ties it up. Broken stick. We're going to get a penalty here on Fox. Langham broke his stick slashing somebody. Out of the zone. OJG on it. Kale touches this along, and that'll get a whistle. Going to slash here on Langham. He's got to get a new stick before he can go to the box. Adams and Toysher, Coops and Delaney. It's up, tied up, in the feet. OJG takes it. Comes to Ryan, can't get it out. D to D, connects. Up to the point now. Near side, through the middle. Soft pass, second connect, off the board. OJG picks it up. Coops all over, pucks out, Ryan's off. Ryan in on a breakaway. Shoot, scores. No, probably maybe. Ball and Penny with Henning and Kurchov now. Fox with the shorty, still a minute and a half. Oh, Fox is going to get another penalty here. OJG still with the puck. That was definitely outside. Fox to a 5-on-3 now for 59 seconds. Dylan, Andrew, Parker. Penny to the box. OJG with this. In the feet. Dylan gets chase. Dylan flips this out of his own. OJG enters. Scores. Clarkson and Taya now with Coops and Fink. OJG wins this draw, D to D. Through the middle, Hartz gets a stick on this. OJG gets the puck back. Head drop. Takes off along the board. Coops throws his feet. Hartz, first one in. Now Antaya circles in. D to D behind the net. Pass up the boards. In deep. Chase has it bounce over his stick. OJG still with it. Poked by Fink. Tries to play it along. Doesn't make it out. Behind the net now. Hartz, first one there. On his backhand, has that poked away. Moves along. Fink can't get this out. 45 seconds left on the PK. OJG with it. Through the middle, connects. Back up top now. Still in the zone. Shot through. Tipped over the net. Antaya picks this up. Tied up. OJG with the puck. Side of the net. Chase off his shoulder into the netting. Turned over by Ball. Chase with a good shot. Or not Ball. Langen. Krochalk with it behind the net. Throws this all the way down. Goalie plays this along. Adams is first one there. Tied up by Ryan. 10 seconds left on the PK. OJG with it. To the middle. Connects. That'll do it for Braxton's penalty. Box back to even strength. Tipped out of the zone by Ryan. Plays this. And he gets chased. Poked past him. OJG. Our side. Now cuts through the middle. Near side enters the zone. Now cuts through the middle. Near side enters the zone. Just past Jack. Turned away by Andrew. Centering pass. Chase with the save. Braxton's line with JG and Parker. It's off. Tied up. Poked ahead by Ball. He skates out with it. Got Ty with him. Drops it to him. Ty back to Ball. Goes behind the net. Takes a hit. Turns it over. Rimmed around. Parker picks it up off the board. Slides it down to Ty. Gives it right back to Parker. Parker walks in. Shot over the net. Into the netting. Must have hit an OJG stick. Face off will stay in the zone. Penny in to take the draw. Tied up in the dot. 6-3. OJG with it. Ty on the backside. Takes this away. OJG throws in deep. Chase with it. Sets it up to Parker. He goes to Jack. Granville up to Kai. Kai heads back to east side. Now up the middle. to the point. Duraney over to Lenny. Lenny sends one through. Loose. Day shot goes wide. Kai takes this away with Harps. Turned over. OJG gets this out of the zone. Chase stops this, gives it to Lenny. Lenny to Harts. Harts chips ahead to Kale. Kale enters the zone, goes wide, goes to breaks on, ties it up, gets help from Harts. Harts pokes this ahead. Harts turns the corner with it. Up for Henning. Henning, puck sitting on the blue line. Lenny keeps it in today. Day throws one through the middle. He had Kale down low. Fink turns this away. OJG still on it. Turned away. To the middle, connects. Shot. Chase saves. Into the netting. That's so bad. Face off, Antea to Langen. Rims it down low. Kale picks this up. Moves it along for Antea. Antea overskates this, gets it back. Kale sets a pick to Jake. Jake with it. Rimmed around. Kale ties this up now. Gets help from Antea. Top three through the middle. Taken by OJG. Hearts on it. Poke up the stick. Langen chips this. Antea. Got Kale with him. Tries to center it down. Through the middle. OJG with it. Pokes along. Parker takes this away. Enters his own. Parker. Shot. Save. Ryan wins this up to Parker. Parker walks in. Shot. Blocked wide. Granville down to Dylan. Dylan off the board for Ryan. Ryan turns the corner. Shot. Blocked wide. Ryder. Ryan up to Parker. Parker over to JG. Granville. Shot. Hits a body. Loose. Oh, through the crease. OJG exits with it. Parker pokes this away. In deep. Parker chases after it. Parker with it in the corner. Centers one. Up to Granville. Granville top of the circle. Shot. Tipped over the net. Parker in the corner. Soft chip down to Ryan. Ryan kicks it to himself. Tries to center one. Taken away by OJG. Through the middle. Parker keeps this in. Parker around one. He's got Dylan back door. Dylan shot. Save. Tough. Wall, Molyneux, Day, St. Crotel. OJG on it. Chips all the way down. That should be an icing. All right, so we're going to do the ice cut now. Back to the start of the second half here. Thoughts up 3-2, 9:53 left, second period. Oysters line with Langen and Coops. Face off one up to Jack. Moves this down. Ryder. He cuts in by Costa. Sends one down. Tip. Doesn't make it through. Comes to Ryan. Drags around. Backhander. Doesn't make it through. In the corner. OJG with it. Up in the net. Face off one by OJG. Still with it. Backhanded. Out of the zone. Chip past Jack. Goes after it. Costa ties him up in the corner. Off around the. Nope. Costa throws the brakes on. Comes out the other way. Ryan up to Dylan near side now. Dylan tipped off. So we're right back in. OJG's offside, so you have to tag up. Knox with it. Langen drops for Costa. And it's his zone over to Dylan. Dylan tries to go back to Costa. Picked off. Out of the zone now. In on Langen. Around Jack. Jack goes back. Puts him down. Chips the puck out of the zone. OJG with it now in the D zone. Off the glass. Chip through the middle. Doesn't connect. Day up to Ryan. Ryan enters. Goes wide. Backhander save. Penny, ball, Day, Granville, approaching. It's off. OJG skates this out of his zone. 3-on-2. Hope here by Granville. OJG still with a throw shot. Chase easy go upstairs. That's off B to D. OJG. Back again. Day swipes at it. Doesn't get there. Back down low now. Ball ties his man up. Gets up from Liam. Now Granville in. OJG skates this out. Granville with a hit. Ties it back up. Puck in the quarter. Granville with this man. Tied up. OJG comes out of the scrum with it. Backhander. Knocked down, I think, by Andrew. Chipped out of the zone. OJG picks it up in the neutral zone. Goes the brakes out. Through the middle. Day almost picks this off. OJG comes away with it. At the red line. In deep. Chase settles this behind the net. Backhands it now for Day. D with it. Shot through. Doesn't make it. OJG in the corner with the puck now. Centering pass. Chase fights this off. Over the net. Shot. Chase saves. Loose. Still loose. Penny throws this down. That might be on net. It is. Fox gets the change. OJG with it behind the net. Taya pressures. Fox, or OJG skates around him. Through the middle. Hits Parker's stick into the corner. Comes right back to him. Centering pass. Shot. Save. Up in the corner. Comes to Kale. Chips it ahead for Hartz. Hartz drops it back to Kale. Kale chips this out of the zone to Taya. He chips it through the middle. Hartz gets deep there. Gets a stick on it. And Taya keeps it in the zone. Jake in. Drops it for Parker. Parker sends one through. That's blocked. Comes right back to him. Parker with it. Lot of traffic in front. Tip loose. And Tail with a shot. Still loose. Tail with a shot. Save. Hearts is line with Henning and Durrani. Face off. One OJG behind their net. Looks near side chips. High off the glass comes to Lenny. Lenny through the middle of the tail. Tail fans on this. Hart skates into it though. Hart's gets tied up. Gets the puck back, rims it up to Henning. Henning around the contact to Hart's. Hart's back, hands it deep to Kale. Kale centers one, taken by OJG behind the net now. Hart's ties him up, gets the puck. Puck comes to Dylan. It's a little pick from Kale. Dylan with the puck still. Dylan slides one over to Parker. Parker got Dylan flashing to the middle. Glove save out of that one. Ryan wins this draw. Costa with it. Goes it to Dylan. Dylan off the boards at the dot. She's back door. Fink save. It's off Dylan. After it. Tied up. Ryan comes in. Dylan comes over. Moves it to Ryan. Ryan fast. Deflected up in the air. OJG gloves it down. Ryan takes it away. Ryder with it now. Moves it up to Costa. Costa evades. Goes down low. Harassed. Tuck in the corner. Costa ties this up. Lifts it down low. Too far for Dylan. Dylan skates over into it. Dylan, first one there. Throws the brakes on. Too far for himself. OJG takes this away. In the corner. Up to the point. Knocked down by Adams. Costa with it. Tips down low. Dylan comes off the boards with it. Has his pocket pick. Puck pops free. OJG skates this out through the middle. Fink gets back. Ties this up. Puck pops on. Chases stick. Plays it behind the net for Ryan. Ryan chips along. Hits a body. OJG takes a puck shot through the crease. Adams ties his man up. Gets out from Fink. Fink to Adams. Adams backhands this along. That's going to be high and icing. Ball's line. Langen and Krochal. Langen with it. Tries the geometry at the tie. That's going to be a little long. Goalie plays this. Poked along by Kai. Kai's got penny shot. Saved. Loose. Langen keeps this in. Backhands it. Football taken away from him. Andrew swipes at it. Gets around him. Langen gets the rest of it. Langen chips it along to Braxton. Braxton through the middle. Got Kai. Kai's got ball with him. Kai. Ball misses the tip. Comes to Penny. Penny takes the hit. Moves on. And boards Kai. Centers one. Right to OJG. OJG exits. Andrew goes down. Langen picks him up. Shot from out wide over the net. Rims not out. Shot in. Oh, behind the D. Chase with the save. Langen backhand through the middle. Andrew bursts to speed. Gets there. Out of the zone. Puck in deep. Centering pass. I think Chase got a stick on this. Ty with the puck, swipes this along. Icing. Durrani and Granville, Day, Harps, Thornton. Face off one into the corner. Durrani off the glass. It's not going to get out. Does it? Comes to Kale. Hart's with him. Enters the zone. Drops to Day. Day up top for Parker. Parker over to Granville. Granville back to Parker. Parker walks around. Poked away from him. Gets it back though. Goes down for Kale. Kale tries to go up top for Day. OJG gets a stick on it. Chase way out to play it. Moves along for Parker. Hits a stick. Chase goes down. OJG gets back. Shot. Save. Chase with it. Face off. Lenny throws it off the boards. Dylan skates into it. Gets play on the D. Dylan shoots. Save. Puck comes to Ryan. Shot. Save. Loose. Dylan fans on it in the crease. Bouncing puck. Couldn't find it. Puck comes to Fink. Fink. Off his skate. Not out of the zone. Ryan. Now it is. OJG chips through Ryder's feet. 3-on-2. Lenny gets a stick on this puck in the corner with Ryan. Fink. Goes to break side. Chips it near side. Dylan with it. Dylan. Offsides. Just drop the puck. Puck's tied up. Comes the ball. Poked off his stick. OJG with it. In deep. Puck in deep. Chase on it. Rimmed around. Through the middle. Connects. Shot. Go up. Save. Hanging on it. Up to Antea. Antea up to Day. Day backhand taken away. Behind the net. OJG with it. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Bounces long off the boards. Chase backhands this in the corner for Hart. Hart throws the brakes on. Tied up. Comes D-side to Granville. Chips it all the way along. Langen ties this up. Puck rims along. Langen with it. Jack skates this out. Over to Day. Day throws this in deep. OJG takes it. Skates out with it through the middle. Icing. Face off Dylan to Parker. Shot through. Tip line. Adams gets a stick on this. Slows it down. OJG skates this out now. Poked away by Dylan. Into the corner. Parker. First one there. Skates this around the net. Behind Chase. Chips ahead to Dylan. Dylan through the middle with speed. Enters the zone. Taken away from him. Poked along. Parker with it. Rolling puck. Chips this in. OJG with it. Through the middle. Connects with Lenny. He sends this softly to Dylan. Ringed all the way around, and that will do it for the period, pretty much. Ryan's line with Parker and Costa. Thrown in deep. Really have to play it. Ryan gets there. Ryan slides this up to Costa. Costa sends it to Ryder. Far corner now. Ryan comes down for this. Picks it off. Chips through the middle. Misses Dylan. Puck all the way through near side. Costa chases after it. OJG gets this out. Through the middle. Coops with it now. Into Adam States. Chips it along the boards. Right to OJG. In the middle. Picks out. OJG with it, taken away by Parker. Through the middle, Parker has that taken away by OJG. Enters his own. Penny with a swipe at it. OJG still with it. Near side now, and now through the middle, far side. hits Parker. He throws this through the middle. OJG with it. Ball goes for the hit, misses. Parker takes the puck. Parker up through the middle, drops for Braxton. Braxton evades the hit. Stick out of his zone. Comes to Kai. Too far for him. Andrew gets over. OJG gets the Kai on it, takes the hit. Ball with the puck. Kai with the puck now. Andrew takes this from Kai, goes behind the net with it. Oh, God, Andrew. Andrew draws a penalty, or takes a penalty here. Box to the PK. Dylan and Hart, Langen and Fink, puck out of his zone. Hart's gets a piece of this, puck in the corner. Hart's got Dylan in the middle, he gets tied up though, can't get it to him. Puck pops free to OJG. Through the middle. Dylan sends him wide. It's around Dylan. Puck hits OJG, they have to turn away with it. Through Dylan's feet, connects near side. Dipped in, nope. Dylan back out. OJG with it. Hits a stick, comes out. OJG tries to slide this in past Langen, can't. Backhands this all the way down. Pass doesn't connect. OJG still with it. Tipped in. Costa pops this ahead to Braxton. Braxton's got Ryan with him. Braxton drags around. Save. OJG with numbers now. Oops, puts this out for Ryan. Ryan's not going to get there, but the pass hits him. Ryan in. Hits Braxton in deep. And he can't get this out. Now it's out. That'll do it for the power play. Shot. Cherry that's in. Face off one. Tie with it. Moved in deep. Off the boards. OJG moves this along. Taken by Fink. Thrown in deep. Rimmed around. Day doesn't get there. OJG pops this off the boards. Moved in near side now. Enters his own. Lenny with the hit. To the puck. Up to the point. Sent back down deep. And oh no. Through the middle, Kai. Kai goes wide. On the net. Kai still with it. Turns away. Takes a hit. Shot through, doesn't connect. Archie the stickless, puck out of the zone. Fink with the puck. OJG flips this out of the zone. Granville gathers this. He's got Antea behind him. Over to Kai. Kai around, turned over. Oh, Granville gets it. Kai to Hartz. Back to Kai. Antea shot. It's the post. Granville throws this in on net. Hartz for his stick. And on a breakaway. Shot chase save. Pokes this away to Granville. Up to the point, out of the zone. OJG near side. Rips around to Dylan. Dylan to Kale. Kale's got Hartz. Turned over. Up behind the net. Hartz, first one there in the corner. Picks this up. OJG can't clear it. Skips over Kale, stick to Langen. Langen, oops. Shot, saved. Icing. Rock Dylan, tied up, gets it to Ryan. Ryan dangles through, turnover. So long by OJG. Langen tries to clear this out. Puck tied up. Up in the air. Adams gloves it down through the middle of Dylan. Dylan, puck in his feet, gets it back. Centers 1-2 puck around. At the boards, Adams keeps this in momentarily. Now it's out of the zone. Rider of Dylan skips over his stick. OJG chips it along behind the net and back again. That's it. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Icing. Henning, Ball, Kai, Henning, Fink. It's off one of the boards. Kai with it. Turns down low. Up from Penny. Kai races after it. Far corner, gets there first. Goes the brakes on. Down low to Penny. Penny, tight turn in the corner. Off the boards to Fink. Keeps it in. Fink chips down to Braxton. Top of the circle. Braxton shot. Saved. Loose. Behind the net now. Ball. Ball still with it. Tries to force one. Taken away. Oh, Penny taken out right in front of the net. Or not Penny. Kai, rather. Ball with the puck in the corner. Chips around his man. Ball tries to cut through the middle. Taken away. Henning steps, keeps this in, rimmed all the way down. Kai gets chased, far corner. Fink steps down for it. Fink battles. Puck comes to OJG through the middle. Chip past Costa. Costa gets there first. Takes a hit, ties this up. Puck comes to Hartz. Hartz skates this out through the middle. Comes to Day. Turned over. OJG chips this out. Parker with it. Cuts through the middle. Offsides and Taya. Day throws this in deep. Goalie puts this off. Sends it along into the corner. OJG D to D. Trips up ahead, far side through the middle, connects. Parker with a poke check, misses. OJG goes wide. And Taya on the puck takes a look. Skates up through the middle. Slides one over to Liam. Turned over to OJG. Hits the linesman though. Liam skates back into this. Comes to Ryan, shoots, save. Langen down low for Ryan. Up in the air, in the corner. Dylan, far side. Langen, shot hits the side of the post. Up to the point, Ryan with it. Poke past him. Adams picks this up off the change. Adams cuts up the middle. Over to Granville. That's going to be offsides. Up in the air, comes to Henning to his feet. Langen over, gets a piece of this chase way out, plays this along for Ryan. Out of the zone. D to D connects. Chipped in deep, icing. Up to Langen. In the middle, Ryan's shot goes wide. Ryan in the corner, tied up. Pulls it through. Shot gets deflected wide. Langen all the way down for it. Moves it back down low. OJG gets it first. Ryan picks this rim up. Drops it down. Gets it back. Dylan with it. Off the boards for Lenny. Lenny can't get this shot through. Turned over. Gets a stick on this. Keeps it from breaking out. Puck comes to Langen. Langen through the contact. Still with the puck. Turned over now in the corner. OJG throws it to a soft spot. Keeps sticks it up. Costa. Soft chip for Penny. Penny evades the hit. Gets it to Kai. Kai. Toe drag save. Kai with it. Turns the corner. Shot. Doesn't make it through. Loose. OJG comes out with it. Flips through the middle. Coops down to a knee. Slows this down. OJG brings it in the zone now. Kai picks it off. Goes it along the boards. Gets help from Coops. OJG takes it. Centering pass. Cut off by ball. Off the glass. Out of the zone. OJG throws this in offsides. Puck's still sitting there. Pick free. Lenny moves this in deep. They give space. D to D. Through the middle. Hits Pale's stick. OJG still gets it. Rimmed in. Nope. Puck now. It's in deep now. Lenny rims this around. Puck on Hartz. In deep. Hits Hartz's shin pad. Out of the zone. Hartz has Day. His new stick just broke. Hits Adams. Drug through. OJG still on it. 6-away ball on it. Turned over. Off the glass. Not out. Comes to Parker. He gloves it down to himself. Through the middle. Hits Kai. Poked off his stick. OJG onside. Through the middle. Connects. Side of the net. Swiped along. Still with it. Move behind the net. Rims hard around. Kai takes a look. Tries to chip this along the ball. Can't. Comes back to Kai. Goes behind the net with it. Pops through the middle. Penny with a stick lift. Gets enough of this. Puck comes to the D, though. Gets by Penny. Shot. Chase fights this off up into the air. Glove down. Parker fans on this. Gets it back. Throws it. Not out. Parker with it. Behind the net. Flips this all the way down. Icing. Puck up top. No JG shot blocked by Jake. Antea exits his own. Goes wide. Shot through the crease. Antea, or rather, Fink overskates this. In the middle, Coops picks this up. Enters his zone. Goes wide. Ridden off this puck. Antea on it. Slides it up to Costa. Taken away from him. Puck in deep. Thrown all the way down, icing. Up through Dylan. Andrew keeps this in. Dylan shot blocked loose. Comes to OJG. Through the middle. Connects. Flipped out of his zone. Glove down. Dylan goes for the hit. Misses. Up in deep. Gets by Parker. Shot. Over the net. Puck comes to Andrew. Tries to go to Dylan. Rolling puck. Dylan gets it. Settles it. Flips it all the way through to Ryan. Ryan catches this. Goes and breaks on. Tries to drop for Andrew. Oh, boy. With numbers. On sides. Fans on it. Chase plays this along. Oh, right to the point, though. Shot through. Chase saves. Loose. Sticks it out of harm's way. Ty chucks this down. Icing. Langen with the puck. Throws it off the boards for Kai. Too far. It's going to be on net. Who's going to be the hero? It's a fall shot. Doesn't make it through. JG chips this out. Langen with it. Sets up behind the net. Cycles it. Henning through the middle. Icing. D to D. OJG. Shot through. Just wide. Picked off by Dylan. He goes down. Oh my gosh. Gets a stick on this. Hearts with it. In deep. Goalie plays this along. Rims it around. Ryan kicks it through the middle. Right to Dylan. Backhands it. Taken by OJG. OJG with it. Andrew cuts this off. Has to wait for Hartz to get out of the zone. Throws it in deep now. 50 seconds left. Through the middle. Parker. In deep. Hits a glove. Adams in on the forecheck. Andrew gets a stick on this. Andrew comes up ice with it. Gets it to Dylan. Dylan enters the zone. Goes wide. Centers one. Ball with a swipe at it. Doesn't connect. Ball with it. He's got Adams through the middle. Hits a stick out of the zone. Andrew on it. Goes right back in the zone. Drops for ball. Ball. Adams hits Andrew in the skate. Andrew in the corner. Tight turn. 15 seconds left. Centers one right to OJG. They are out one-on-one on Parker. Parker stands him up. And that will do it. Four on four overtime here. Ryan and Dylan, Parker and Costa. One to Parker. Parker back behind Chase. Pops it up for Dylan. Dylan with speed. Throws the brakes on. Up in the corner. Comes up to Costa. Costa over to Parker. Parker. Shot through. Gloves. Nope. Loose. JG with it. C to D. Forward now. Gets through the middle. Parker pokes this away. Slides it up to Ryan. Ryan takes a look. Ryan comes up far side. Skates this puck out. Flips up through the middle. Hits an OJG stick. In deep. Fox hits a change. Up in deep. Out of play. Hartz and Kai, Langen and Grochov. Langen behind the net with it. Wipes it back to the Grochov. Andrew with it behind the net. Pops it out for Hartz. Hartz up ice. Ships along. Gives chase. OJG with it. D, tight turn in the corner. Moves up along the boards for the wing. Kai takes it away. Kai walks in. Backhander shoots. Save. D to D through the middle. OJG with it. Hits off Kai's stick. OJG exits with it. Wall swipes at it. OJG with the puck. Drop down to the wing. Through the middle. Loose. Taken by Kai. Kai's got ball with him. Kai in. Over the ball. Doesn't connect. Parker comes down with the puck. All the way around the net. In ball speed. Think out now. 1-on-2. Kai gets. That's offsides. Thank you. OJG with it. Poked away by Ryan. Kicks it to himself. Ryan enters. Throws the brakes on. Drops for Parker. Parker in around. Shot. Doesn't make it through. Shot again. Up into the netting. It's up to Parker. Sends one through. Easy goes. It's off one by OJG with it through the middle. Connects. Dylan and Fink combine and take that away. Popped over to Parker. Parker with it. Behind the net. Takes a drop to Ryan. Comes out with it. Now sauces one to Ryan. Ryan collects it. Enters the zone. Throws the brakes on. He gets a change. Ryan pulls it out of the zone. Slides it over to Andrew. Andrew takes this. All the way behind the net. Nope. Comes out near corner. Goes one up to Ryan. Ryan through to Ryder. Ryder has Ryan with him. Pokes away. JG with it. Near side. Connects. Costa takes this away. JG gathers this. Look far side. That doesn't connect. Tyson. JG with it behind the net. Ty stands him up. Gets the puck. Nope, taken away from him. LJG slides this in far corner. Andrew with it. Soft chip to Costa. Costa. Jeez, almost turns it over. Gets it back. Overskates this. Kai with it. Kai cuts up the middle. Kai still with it. Turns the brakes on. Kai in the corner. Chipped up along the boards to Langen. Oh, Jack bails out. Gets this though. Chips it ahead to Dylan. Dylan enters by himself. Shot wide. Ryan tries to drag it around camp. OJG exits. Shot up into the piping. Takes off one behind Chase. Ball gets there. All right, shootout. OJG first. Yeah. Ryan's first shooter for Fox. Scores. Chase with a save. Adams, the second shooter. Save. Post. Save. The reigning third shooter. Goal here, it's over. Scores. Fox prevails 4-3 in the shootout. Back on this side of the state next weekend for the Tier 1 tournament. I'll post that schedule later this week.